0 degrees equals to k. So I have got 3 sec square k equals to 4. You do realize to get that you have to take square root. Anyway, this is going to be sec square k equals to 4 upon 3. Are we okay so far? This is the inverse of cos. Don't worry, I'll wait for it. Cos square k equals to 3 over 4. Now you have to swap that. We now need to find the square root. So cos k equals to square root of 3 over 2 or cos k equals to negative square root of 3 over 2. Does everybody understand where 2 comes from? Square root of 4. So basically we are going to look at all the conditions. Right? Okay, but let's find our reference end. Let's not waste our time with triangle, okay? We're going to show. So our reference angle is k equals to inverse cos of root 3 upon 2, because you must take the positive one. You say it's 30 degrees. Do you get 30 degrees in your calculator?
It's a triangle.
Please don't try to do that. Don't try to do the constant, yeah. 60 here.
It's 30, we remember. It's minus pi upon 6.
Are you happy? Opposite, adjacent, 1, overlap.
So it's
30 degrees there. Good. But calculate this in your calculator, yeah, will be fine. Don't go and try to be smart now with the calculator, because with the triangle, because what if you don't get it? Right, so we have our reference angle. When cos is positive, we know when it's positive here, it's positive here. But we are going to consider those two as well, because we have got a negative ratio as well.
So negative.
So indicating we're going to consider everything. Does that make sense? Okay. So in the first quadrant, this business a half theta. Can I just go ahead and say theta over 2 plus 30 degrees equals to, in the first quadrant, it's just theta. Okay? That's the cosine. Here is 360 minus that. First, 4. Are you with me? Right. So here we're going to have our angle 30 degrees. Plus, it repeats itself. Are we okay so far? In the fourth quadrant, it's going to be theta upon 2 plus 30 equals to 360 minus 30 plus, goodness gracious, 360 n. I'm going to squeeze it in later if I take the positive one. So let's get the general one here, right? First, can we do that?
Yes.
That over there equals, take the 30 over, you subtract. So it just gives me 360 n. Then theta equals to 720 n. General.
It's general.
Theta over 2, taking that over, becomes 330. But anyway, we can still clean this up here, right? So it will be 300 plus 360 n. 360 minus 30 is 330. Minus this other 30 is just going to be 300. Multiply each thing there by 2. Then theta is 600 plus 720 n. See our domain is between 0 and so putting a 1 here, no. Okay, let's find our possible answers for when it's positive. Or should we look at the general one where it's negative? Let's look at the one where it's positive first. Né? If n is 1, doesn't work. Because 720 is out of our domain. So if n is 0, it doesn't work. So when we have an answer, unless one of our answers is 30 degrees, when we have an answer, is there a possibility? Is there a possibility here? No, no. Let's come here. Okay? If n is 1, it will be up. So let's look at the negative stuff. Even 0 will be up. Negative 1. So 720 minus 600, that's 120. I said here if n is what? Negative 1. Negative 2 won't give you negative answer. If you put negative 2 here, okay, that's like 1440 minus that negative, still negative answer. So only this one.
So if you put negative,
Negative 1.
then the 720.
What did we put here?
Negative 1.
Ah, it won't work. Where's the 720? It won't work here.
Yeah, negative.
There are solutions for it.
So 0 doesn't work. Okay? So let's look for the negative one. Right? Negative ratio. The negative ratio here is still the same. Key. It's in what? Quadrant? Second quadrant. Theta over 2 plus 30 equals to, in the second quadrant here, 100 minus theta, 100 plus theta, that is going to be the third, that's going to be. So we are now making with these two. So 180 minus 30 plus 360n, God forbid, this is the third one, theta upon 2 plus 30 equals to 180 plus 30 plus 360 n. This here is 150 plus 360 n. Half of that plus 30. Take away 30. That's theta upon 2 equals to 120 plus 360. Then theta here is 240 plus 720 n. General. Let's come to this general. This is 210 plus 360 n. Take away 30. It's going to be theta upon 2. Take away 30. Hey. I had 190 plus 360 n. Theta equals to 360 plus 360 n. Okay, so now we have our two general ones here. So if we put 0, is the answer not going to be possible?
It's possible.
Good. If n equals to 0, 240 is the solution. No need to put 2.
I need to put 1.
What about if we put negative 1? No need, because then we are dealing with negative x. Okay, one solution. We'll go to one solution. We'll go to one solution. Let's come here. If you put negative 1, the whole thing becomes 0. If you put negative 2, the whole thing becomes 0. If you put 0, hello, is it not part of our solution?
It's included.
Therefore, if n is equal to 0, 360 is a solution. Are these not the two solutions to this question? Please go ahead and check in the book. I know you like to check.
That's it. Shouldn't be. You never was
Oh, check.
What page?
There is no other
What other page?
solutions.
What pages?
Only two solutions. That is going to quite be a difficult thing for you to. 196, final 45, question 1D. And then an idiot came along.
0 is included.
Oh, there's one zero missing. Which one?
0.
Ah, but we can come back here. You can come back here.
It's 0.
Hello, we can come back here for 0. What is n is 0?
Yeah.
0.
It's in our range.
Ah, no, it's in our domain.
Domain.
It's in our 0.
Yeah.
Then theta equals to 0 degrees. 1. But not here, 0, not here. Not here, 0, not here. Hello, Brandon? Not here, 0. It's 1, 6, 7.
Here, 0.
Not here, 0. But here we got 0.
Negative 1.
Here 0, but then 0 is 0. Why do we have to write it 2 times? So our solution is 0 degrees, 240 degrees, no, first 120 degrees, 240, no, 240 degrees, and Only these three solutions. Are we happy? Do you see why the general solution makes your work
It's
very easy?
difficult.
Very easy. You take that whole stuff. This one out.
Then you go to zero.
Okay. Then change sec square to cos square.
Yeah.
Take the inverse of that ratio. You work from there.
So what is someone
You see the importance and the interesting and the very straightforward way. I don't even want to look at what they did in that example because that could be really confusing to you because they had to bring in diagrams here. Now the unit circle goes like this and you don't have time. So we're going to look at question 2. Stop the tape. I believe there is going to be some. You know how to solve negative variables. Stop the tape. This guy was doing this here with